The push for a nationwide ban on talking on cell phones while driving is getting closer to reality. U.S. Transportation Secretary Ray LaHood spoke this week at a distracted driving summit in San Antonio. While there, he called for a federal law making it illegal to talk or text on a cell phone while driving any vehicle on any road in the country. It's estimated 3,000 people die each year in accidents caused by distracted driving. Secretary LaHood called it an epidemic, one that must be addressed. So ABC 15 now wants to know two things. Do you ever talk on the phone while you're behind the wheel? And do you support such a ban?
All right, we're going to turn this question over to 98 KUPD's Shan Man. All righty, do you talk?
Is this throw Shan Man under the bus day?
Hey,
Under the
we're
car.
right there with you, I'm
under
sure.
the car. Oh boy, no, I have to admit that I do text when I drive sometimes. I'll do it. Where's the cops?
It's all right. You're safe here. Out in the parking lot, we can't necessarily speak for that.
That's all right. That's all right. You can catch me tomorrow. That's fine. But I think it does need to be, and something like this needs to be enforced. Remember when there weren't seatbelts?
Yeah.
And no one used to use a seatbelt, and then there was, people could drink and drive. This is kind of falls along the same lines.
Right.
Of like, it's another distraction. And
right.
and I will tell you this, when I have done that, either called or I have said, oh, just typed K, I have swerved, and I mean, that's dangerous.
Yeah, I watched someone this morning on the freeway nearly rear-ended truck. I'm pretty darn sure they were texting or at least something. But I think, I do talk on the phone when I'm driving, but I put it on speaker.
Right.
And in California, it's against the law to talk on the phone unless it's a handheld. So I think maybe something like that. But just a flat out, you can't talk on your phone?
Oh, gosh.
I don't know.
About that. I mean, there's cars that are coming out right now. Like, my dad has a car where
Bluetooth.
Yeah, the Bluetooth. He has the Bluetooth, and he calls me all the time. He's like, hey, so what's going on? But he's never on the actual holding the phone and drinking a soda.
I have to disagree there, because I've seen people in their cars on hands-free, and they're having a very heated discussion and screaming and yelling, and they're driving erratically. So I don't really think whether you're holding a phone or on hands-free, it's the dialogue that you're having that could really send you in a really bad place, and then you're screaming and yelling and driving fast, and your foot's on the gas, and you don't even know it.
That is true. I mean, I think it depends on the person. It really, if they're capable enough. I mean, I believe we're all capable enough to be talking. It's how talking while driving. How different is it though with someone next to you and you're having a heated discussion?
Yeah, and teenagers, they break up with their boyfriend on the phone, and they're
Some
emotional.
discussions should not be had on the phone, no matter what.
That's true.
Especially when you're driving.
Yeah. All right, here's what you're saying on Facebook. Christy Maurer-Hone says, driving amongst texting, dialing drivers is as dangerous as if they were all drunken. My children and I have witnessed people weaving, even hitting curbs, yet they still continue.
Gary Gray writes, I think it's a bit drastic. I can understand banning texting, but not talking while driving.
Well, Patricia Frink, she disagrees. Absolutely, I support a nationwide ban on talking or texting.
And Chris Jock says, yes, I would like to see a ban imposed and enforced. We lost my mother-in-law almost 4 years ago to a driver who was using a cell phone at the time of the crash. And then you hear those stories and you go, oh.
I think if there was a ban and everyone had to follow it, it would be like the seatbelt law.
Yeah.
I mean, you would end up following it. You wouldn't be talking, you wouldn't be texting. That's just the law of the land. You wouldn't be doing it. I mean, why not?
Yeah. Well, Chris, our hearts go out to you and your family for sure.